Good Sunday evening. Thanks for joining me. Clearly it's not evening yet as I'm recording this, and I wanted to do so in my Zen space. This hammock swing is just a place that I love coming to practice mindfulness and to share that with you all as well. And in this Zen space today is the sound of somebody mowing. And I thought about holding off on recording this and then thinking there'd be too much background noise, and then really thinking about it, there's very rarely a time in our life where there isn't background noise, so to speak. So it's something that with the practice you can notice. You can notice thoughts about the lawn mower mowing sound, and practice coming back to my voice and guidance. So aside from that piece of tonight's meditation, it's going to focus on body awareness and noticing places where we constrict, where we contract muscles, because there's quite the feedback loop that can happen where when our muscles are tense, that also fuels sort of fear thoughts, worry thoughts, and cortisol gets going, and it's just and again, this is like a really quiet, doesn't have to be an intense process, but we hold a lot of tension in our bodies that can affect how we're thinking and generally feeling. So with that, I'll invite you to close your eyes or look at something that doesn't feel stimulating. And actively bring your attention down from the mind's eye to your feet. Being curious about the muscles in your feet, the way that your toes are situated. If there's any tension here, letting it go. And moving your attention up the body. The goal or the process is to notice, where am I holding tension in my body? We might think that we'll be aware when tension is there, and sometimes we are. Other times it's so habitual that we aren't aware. So bringing that mindful attention up from the toes to the ankles, and then moving up to the shins. And as I mentioned at the beginning of the meditation, you might notice your mind wandering at various points to other sounds, other thoughts, and that's okay. It's the practice of bringing attention back, noticing thoughts, and allowing them to be part of the mental activity without sweeping you away. And noticing as you move up your legs, where am I holding tension? If it's hard to really sense into the body in that way, you might actively contract muscles and hold for a short period of a couple seconds and then release, giving your body a frame of reference. And moving up to the glutes and the groin. Noticing if this might be a place where you hold tension. Maybe not in this moment while meditating, but maybe in other moments. Bringing awareness up to the belly, low back, to the chest and the upper back. These are places where we contract. We learn to stay at times in that place of contraction, or to come more automatically to it. When our body has been in that space, in that kind of contraction before, and possibly habitually. It's not uncommon for some stomach issues to be connected to the micro impact of this tension. Because as other muscles tense, the small muscle of the stomach, which is muscle we can't directly control, responds too. It's saying, oh, other muscles are contracting, so maybe I should too. So as you let go and see about sinking into this space just a bit more, knowing that these moments, no matter how long we stay in this space of relaxation, will have their ripple effects on other parts of our body. Bringing attention up to the chest and shoulders. This is a common place where we hold on to tension. And noticing as your attention moves down one arm and then the other. You may notice that you clench your fists, or that you keep your palms open, hyperextending the fingers. And again, these don't have to be extreme movements, but ever so slightly. Just being curious about what you notice. Bringing attention from the chest and shoulders up through the neck, up through the chin, the lips, the nose, the back of the head. Taking some mindful breaths to notice, where am I holding on? Where am I constricting with the contraction of the muscle? And bringing attention all the way up to the very top of the head. I'm taking a moment now to feel into the body as a full body. We may not in these moments be aware of much, or maybe we notice quite a bit. And yet with this practice of increasing awareness, we also build and increase the likelihood of noticing when the tension emerges. It will. It's part of our mobility, and it's part of the ways that we activate. We just do it more often than we know we do because our thoughts have a lot of power on our physiological state. And so with that, we will end. And because I'm on my phone recording this, there will be just no bells, but a brief sound of ding that I will make in a moment to end the meditation. Ding. All right. I don't know how you feel about me as a dinging bell. I'm not super fan of it, but it does sort of remind me of doing ohms in yoga. So anyway, thanks for joining me. And I hope that throughout the days you can begin to increase awareness of where you might be holding tension in your body. I've been surprised by this awareness, and as it's grown, just where I've learned to just hold it. The more that I'm aware of it, that I can let it go. All right. Hope you have a wonderful start to the week. Take care.